welcome back to my channel. And this is just a short intro actually, because the rest of the video takes so long. I am doing a tutorial using the pure pigments from Makeup Revolution in Indirect and Cautious, because I wanted to do something a little bit different. That is what I've used on my eyes. I haven't actually used any palettes in terms of eyeshadow palettes for the rest of the eye look. I've been using the palettes that I used for my face. So the contour palette, the eyebrow palette, and the palette Rose Gold 2. So keep watching and you'll see this look. Take care, guys. First of all, I have put a base on, and it's not Makeup Revolution, which is why I put it on first. It's just a, I've put Moonstone, Becca Moonstone underneath my foundation, and then I've put on a concealer. So I'm going to set my face with one of my all-time favourite powders, and I actually finished one of these, and then one of my subscribers sent me the same one, and this is Radiant Lights in Exhale. Now I believe this is a dupe for one of the ambient lighting powders. I wish I knew which one it was, but it is quite shimmery. If I show you a swatch on my finger, there you go, it's quite shimmery, but when you put it on, it's a really subtle setting powder with luminosity, which is why I used all of it, because I used to use it as a setting powder. So I'm just going to put that all over the face to set what I put on. Now, I was trying to remember what it was that I used in a video recently, why my skin looked so luminous and lovely. And I worked out that it was the Becca Moonstone. That's what was on my face, and I think that made my skin look really nice. So with this on top, that is ultra glistening. I will be setting it though, so I'm going to do a couple of things before I set my face with the setting spray. The first one is my brows. Now you won't see me do my brows very often because actually I'm not very good at it. I'm using the this is the only brow product I have, the Makeup Revolution Ultra Brow Professional Makeup. It has 2 dark waxes. This is the medium to dark because I'm dark haired, and then it has 4 powders, a highlighting powder, and then a highlighting cream. I think that's really a sort of what are they called, a concealer, so you can get your eyebrows nice. Now at the moment my eyebrows need a good pluck, so I am just going to go in with, I'm just going to lightly use the powder just here, this sort of chocolate brown colour. It's almost cool toned actually. And I may use this for something else. I'll show you in a minute. So just putting a bit at the front here, but not too much, because where I just want to concentrate it is at the end, just to shape my brows a bit better. There we go, just give them a bit of definition. But I'm going to just use my spoolie because I just want to just lightly have that there. There we go. Can you see what that does? I don't put much in at all. And I use this Makeup Revolution E104, which is an angle brush. A really good angle brush, actually. It's quite stiff. And I feel like that works. And then I'm just going to put a little bit here. But then I'm going to put quite... Oh, my God. My eyebrows really need doing. I'm so sorry. I hate doing them. They hurt so much. And I remember when I was younger, somebody said to me, don't worry, when you... you know, the more you pluck, the less it will hurt. But it doesn't. It really hurts. Still, to this day. It really bothers me. And I'm just going to brush that through. Just to define them a bit. I love this spoolie. Came as part of the set and it's really good. There we go. So that's a little bit more defined. I would prefer if that wasn't there. Oh well, what I might do is utilise what's in here. So we have a concealer, so I might see if I can put that over the top. We'll see how that works, because actually it might not work very well. I'm just going to put that here, try and conceal how gross my eyebrows are. That doesn't work as well as you want it to, I guess. Let's give that a bit of a brush through, because now I've just got concealer eyebrows. There we go. No, it's just made it worse, isn't it? It just made it more obviously. I'm not very good at this eyebrow malarkey, I don't think it's for me. You never see me do my eyebrows because I'm just not very good at it. Maybe if I join that bit up so it makes it a bit thicker, maybe that will work. This is funny. I remember doing my eyebrows once thinking, oh yeah, these look good. And then the lovely wife-to-be was like, what on earth have you done to your face? So she wasn't too impressed with that look. But there you go, there we have it. That's as much of the brow as I'm able to achieve. And I've got one brow that does a good arch and then one that doesn't do a good arch. And I hate eyebrows. If I didn't pluck them, we'd be in a worse place than we are now. So, stop looking at my face. I'm going to contour, and I've got a brand new contour palette. The same as the other one, it's just brand new. I've just not used it yet. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I'm actually going to be contouring using most of this palette. And I really wanted to highlight what I'm doing because I've had so many people ask me, so I might direct them to this video. So we have 3 contour shades. I'm going to use this middle one for contour. If I wanted, I did use all of these shades in the last one. And I used it all up because I used them all together to bronze the face up if I wanted to just add a subtle sort of all over bronze look. But today I'm going to contour and I'm not very good at it, but this is why I wanted to show you. So I'm going to take this brush. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush from Real Techniques. Sorry, my nose is running once again, as usual. I'm so sorry. I know how annoying it is as well when I watch it. So I'm just going to smile and then bring my cheeks in. And I know this is a line, but I will be blending it in. To be fair, it doesn't need to go as far forward as I've done it. But do you know what's really annoying is because my face is so weirdly shaped, and I honestly believe my face is a weird shape because it is. It's not very good for showing people how to contour. If it wasn't my face, it might be a bit easier. So what I do is I take it around the jawline here just to sort of shade it that way. Get rid of some of my double chin or double chin. Take a little bit on the end there and just pop it here to sort of make the lips look a bit bigger. Does anybody else do that? I love doing that. And then I'm going to pop a bit on the temple here and bring that down. I'm actually going to put quite a bit on the forehead. I have a really sticky out forehead. I don't know whether anybody's noticed. It sort of sticks out. It's not flat. My head goes like this. It's dead weird, actually. I don't know anybody else who has that apart from my dad did. But Dad didn't contour, so, you know, not very helpful. And then I'm going to buff this out with this brush and just keep a sort of round. So there's the bottom of the contour there, and I'm buffing upwards with this brush and buffing it into here. Just buff that round. Don't worry, this is not the finished product, I promise. This is not how it would look on most people, but can you see how now I've sort of shaded a cheekbone? It's the best I've ever done it, really. The first time I'm getting it right is the first time I'm showing you how to do it properly. Oh, you guys know me, there's no proper about it when it comes to my face. This is the coolest shade in this palette, but it is still a little warm, but it works for my skin tone. So can you see what I've done? What I've done is I've lifted the colour upwards, so it then gives that cheek shape. So it looks like I have a cheek bone. It looks like I have a cheekbone. I'm sure I have one somewhere in my face. We have not yet found it. So I'm buffing it up so that I can see the sort of line there but it then blends into the skin, buffing it upwards. I hope you guys can see that. It's going to be one giant mess, isn't it? I can just see now I'm doing this, and then I'll look back at the video and it will just look like a giant mess. I think it looks like cheekbones, especially this side. I mean, this side's a bit of a mess, but let's ignore this side. This side's never good. The left side is crap, always. That's what we're going with. So my favourite highlighter in the whole of the world is this one, but I'm actually not going to use that today. I'm going to use this this matte one for now, with this lovely Spectrum brush. Oh, it's gorgeous. Claire gave it to me out of her Birchbox and I'm so happy. So I'm just going to use that as a matte highlight for now. And I like to use matte highlight down the nose and on the forehead, because if I use a shimmery one, it makes me look a bit sweaty, for want of a better phrase. Just going to take that underneath as well a little bit. And then on the chin there and there. This brush is so soft. It makes me so happy. At the moment, it doesn't look as blended as you want it to be. Oh, I love that palette. It's so good. I forgot how good it was. And then I'm going to use the Golden Sugar Rose Gold, because in here is one of the most beautiful blushes. Now, I'm probably going to either use this one, this peachy colour here, or that one, the goldy colour, which, oh, I don't know. I think for the look that I'm going with today, I'm going to use that peachy one. So I'm going to just take that brush again that I used with the matte, and I'm going into the peach, tapping that off, because actually I don't want to be too highlighted. Oh, shut up. Like, of course I do. I want to be too highlighted. Who doesn't want to be too highlighted? Look at that. So stunning. I love it. Love it. The best. I'm just going to take this brush and just blend the rest of it in a bit better. Especially under the chin. There we go. Oh man, I'm so blinded. It's that brightness again that isn't sun. It's like the clouds are really bright. Does that make sense? I'm just going to use a blush, a matte blush, just to pick this look up just slightly. And because of the lipstick I'm going with, I'm going to choose this one. This is in Dare. Look at the colour. It's a bright pink. They are ultra... Oh man, they are really pigmented. So I'm going to just put a little bit on. Is there a mirror in there? No, there isn't. I should know that. Just going to put a tiny bit on the cheeks. And the same here. I do like to use a matte blush if I'm contouring. I don't know if anybody else feels the same. Just on the apples of my cheeks. I just need a little bit more. Only a little bit though. Difficult to see where I've put it on the brush, because the brush has got like really bright hairs on it. I can't see properly. I feel like that's not even. Let me just get some more. There we go. Now I'm going to put too much on, aren't I? There we go. And I'm just going to blend out that blush. Lovely. And the last thing I'm going to do is take this brush and take that highlight and just highlight my Cupid's bow. I love that. I love doing that. Right, now eyes. Oh no, setting spray. This is a lovely setting spray. I'm really enjoying my NYX one, but this is really good. I do really like it. I think it's a good setting spray. The NYX one is a dewy setting spray, so I think that's why I like it better. I'm not even sure why, but I think that's the reason why. But it is a good one. What setting spray does for me, it's like, you know when you've got when you put a top coat on your nails, and it makes it all shiny and lovely, and it sort of takes away any of the imperfections that you've got on your nails. Sorry, excuse me, my nose once again. I believe that when I use, oh no, I've chipped it. Oh, that's so annoying. I believe that when I use the setting spray, it does that same sort of thing to my face. So that's that. So eyes, I'm using, as you know, something very different. I am not using a palette. I am going to be using a couple of their pigments, and I'm going to be using Cautious and Indirect. Indirect is like a light rosy gold, and Cautious is like a bronzy colour. They look very similar in the thingies, you can't really tell. And they're very, very messy. It's already, look, all in the top there. So it's easier if I am very careful with them and I don't sneeze. Yeah, I mean, it gets everywhere. It's such a shame that it is literally everywhere. But it's what I'm working with. And I'm going to use the awesome liquid eye primer, which I believe is called the Aqua Seal. This is the small version that comes with the awesome metals, the awesome foil thing, metal thing. It comes with this little tiny bottle, and it's got a squeezy tube here. It also comes with a little tray, and I'm going to be using that little tray to mix the pigment with it, rather than use on the brush. I'm going to mix it in. Oh God, this is so annoying. So I'm going to use my Peaches and Cream eye base, just because I always use it and I think it's great. It's a matte sort of cream colour, which is good for ensuring your eyeshadow stands out. So although for me it's sort of a skin tone, if you were a deeper skin tone it would work. It would definitely make your eyeshadow stand out, but you'd have to be a bit more careful with it, whereas I can sort of, once it dries down, it sort of looks like my skin. This sun is not good at all. So let's start, shall we? I have got a brush here, and I'm actually using I'm going to use the contour palette for the other colours. So in the Ultra Contour palette, as you know, there is a cream colour here, which I would use as my eye colour, just on the top. And the same on this side, because it's sort of my skin tone. It works really well to use this as a eyeshadow, and it works just as well as an eyeshadow. And then I'm going to take my Ultra Blush palette, and I'm going to take one of these colours here as transition, probably this one first of all, the top one. Just going to work that in as a transition shade. It's a real lovely peachy warm shade, and now you can see it on my eyes. That is meant, it looks a bit like a bronzer, but I believe it to be like a very neutral blush. I have done a video which you will see during Makeup Revolution May. Makeup Revolution May? Yeah, I guess so. Otherwise known as hashtag makeup with like the Y of May in between the A and the K of makeup. You'll see what I've done. You will see what I've done. So that's that as the transition shade. And then I'm going to use one of these darker browns in the contour palette, which is the darkest. I think that side, left-hand side. I'm just going to deepen that up slightly. I love using my palettes in different ways, because if you do, it means that you can get away with not having to have too many things with you on holiday. Like I would probably take these on holiday and just use them as eyeshadows, and then also I'm going to take this palette here, which is the Ultra Brow palette, and these powders are so pigmented, and I'm going to take the darkest colour, which is this one here, I think, and use that in my crease, because it's a really lovely dark brown, just to deepen up slightly. I'm just going to pop that in the crease. You know, I always thought, oh, what will I do if I don't like makeup? But you know what? I have found ways to use makeup that I never thought possible. So, you know, I can't throw things away. I find it really hard. I'm not a hoarder. I just hate spending money and then not finding a way to utilise all the money that I spent. So I'm just going to take my blending brush, and using that, I'm just going to blend those colours together, because that is my sort of crease shades. And if you know, have these palettes and you've been thinking, I can't use them, I genuinely think there is a way to use them. Not that I'm a professional. This is me talking from a, I've never done this before, place. So I've popped a bit of that solution into this little tray here. I'm just going to pop a little bit more, and I'm going to just take some of the lighter colour and tap that in and mix it together. And then I'm going to apply that. Actually, there's a little bit too much wetness on this, so I'm just going to tap off the excess that's on this, because there's so much. Apparently this is a really good way of making a liquid lipstick, eyeshadow and liquid thingy. So you could use this as a liquid lipstick. Let's just have a look what that would look like. It would look like that. Oh, that would be really pretty as a liquid lipstick, I think. So little tip there. I saw somebody making their own liquid lipsticks, matte liquid lipsticks. This one would be less matte, but if you use a matte pigment, then you're winning. That is such a beautiful colour. That is going on my eyes now. So I'm going to put this on the inner part of the lip. Whoa, okay. So I don't know whether you can see that, but holy moly, that is incredible. Oh my God, I love that. Very exciting. Very, very exciting. This is a new way of working with things, really. And I've heard that aqua seal really does work when it comes to actually the product staying on your eyes. Just adding a bit more of the pigment because I want it to go a bit thicker, because then we'll have a bit more colour. So just adding some more of that onto the eye, just to the middle, because I'll be adding the other pigment colour in, and I will be blending that out, so don't worry. And then, hopefully the brush isn't too grim, I need something to wipe this down with, actually, just bear with me. So I'm just going to take that other colour called Cautious, and I'm going to put that on the outer, whoa, that is mental, on the outer part of the eye. Can anyone else see what I'm seeing? Like how vibrant that is? It's just stunning. That just looks incredible, doesn't it? Like on the eyes, that is just something else. I'm impressed, people. And I've literally used the tiniest bit of that as well. I'm going to have to buy some of that aqua seal. I wish I'd ordered some. I'm going to have to go into Boots and get it. Oh, which was which? I think that was that one. But be really careful with these pigments. They're going to last forever though. I've got so much in each one. They were 50p each actually, because they were in the sale. So if you can get any of their pigments, do. So now that has dried down, I don't know whether you can see this, watch with my finger, that had aqua seal in, and now that is completely dried down. So I'm just going to take the blending brush and use that to blend out what we've just put on there just a bit, so that it's not totally in my crease, because otherwise it's going to look really strange. And then I'm going to take a brush, where is it? There we are, and go in with the light colour again on the top of the brow, just to even that out. And the same on this side. Can you see there? There's like a load of product. That would be user error. And then I'm going to take this lovely brightening colour here, and I'm going to put that on the, oh dear, I think I may have just ruined whatever that was. Whoopsie. just get that off using this pencil brush. Using a pencil brush, I'm just going to put that in the inner corner. And the same on here. To brighten up the inner corner. Just write that in. This is the best inner corner highlight. If anybody is looking for one, this is definitely the most brightening. Oh, and I'll just stick it right in my eye, shall I? And then I'm going to take a thinner brush again. I'm just going to take that angle brush, and I'm going to go into the dark brown here, and I'm going to take maybe the lighter brown of the two and just run that under the eye using this brush. Get as close to the eye as possible. Same on that side. I'm just going to blend it out slightly. Now, I'm going to put on mascara and eyeliner, but I'm going to pause because this is the longest video and it's not Makeup Revolution product, so just bear with me. I decided not to go with eyeliner because I want to keep the eye look as it is. So, lips. I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution lip liner in Vamp, which is this really dark colour here, and then the Lip Euphoria in Fortune. I absolutely love this one. It's my favourite colour, I think, out of the whole lot. So this is quite dark. I don't know whether you guys can see, but I need to get my moustache waxed. Arab problems. If you, like me, are fair-skinned and half Arab, it isn't a nice thing to have all this hair, which includes brows and everywhere else. And there you have it. I love this. I love these Lip Euphorias. I think they are absolutely stunning. Nobody else has said anything about them, really. I think they're gorgeous. I have done a Lip Euphoria video. That is not coming off at all, which is brilliant because it means that the eyeshadow is definitely going to stay on. Anyway, so that is that. I hope you've enjoyed it. I hope you've learned something. Let me know. Thank you so much for watching during Makeup Revolution month, and I shall see you in my next video. Take care, guys.